Good morning, zookeepers, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. Today we are going to be making an enclosure for the Mandrill, and I got a little bit of inspiration from Antwerpen Zoo in Belgium. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Sorry if it's not, but I really liked how it was rocky all the way round, and then had this sort of water-like moat in front, and I thought that was really cool. So I'm going to sort of do my own version of that in a sense, using the fake rock. Because I actually really do like the look of this rock. It's kind of cool. It's got good shadowing on it, and a lot of enclosures today have a lot of this fake rock in it, so it does feel pretty modern. And yeah, it kind of looks similar to the rock that's also in the Antwerpen enclosure for Mandrill. I don't know if it's still that enclosure. I think the photo I saw was 2006, I think they said it was. So I don't. It might still have mandrills in it. Might be something else now. I don't really know. I've never been to that zoo, but I would love to go to it. So it looks absolutely incredible. But yeah, anyways, as you can see, I'm doing it really simple to a point. I don't want to overdo the enclosure, especially when I come around to doing the foliage. I'm going to keep that nice and simple. And I think the main part of this enclosure I really want would be just climbing frames, and I probably won't use my own. I'll probably use the preset ones because I do like those ones. I always find making climbing frames a bit finicky for myself, and when I do end up making them, sometimes they don't really work too well. Like some parts aren't accessible and things like this. So I do find it kind of easy just to use the preset ones and then kind of edit them slightly to the way I want them to look, and also sort of connect to other ones I've placed down. And this build as well, I'm going to keep the building really nice and simple. I'll probably decorate the roof and just leave it at that in a sense. It's literally just fun to go in and sleep, and I might put a bit of enrichment in there or some food or water source in there. I haven't completely decided yet. But the main part really is the outside bit in the enclosure. I'm not really going to be going into this building or letting the guests walk into it. Maybe in the future I'll probably add loads of different bits to it, but for now I just want it nice, simple. They go in there to sleep and they come out and use the climbing frames, because that's where I really want them to mainly be, is out in the open rather than inside the house. So I'm going to add a few different climb frames which I like the look of, and then I'll add a few locks and different platforms so that they can connect to each other. But yeah, I do like when making enclosures sometimes using pre-made things, because there's not wrong with it. They're there for you to use, and then you can just sort of add your own things to them and kind of slightly make it your own in a sense. But nevertheless, I feel like this is the kind of look that I was actually going to go for, because I do love the climbing frames that are already in this game. Like I said, when I make my own, it usually ends up being spectacularly terrible. But anyway, so I'll go around to add in the plants. So I use a few trees in the background because I don't want them being able to climb too high and maybe jump off the tree onto the roof. That would be kind of awkward if so, because I don't want them to escape the enclosure. And then I just add a lot of these plants to the rock work. It just looks kind of nice and funky. I mean, a few, it's just nice. I really enjoy the contrast between that green and that sandstone rock. And I really enjoyed just sat here watching the mandrill do their thing in this enclosure. The only bit I didn't record, because I was doing the scenery around the outside, I was like, oh, maybe make a little cover over the centre of the viewing area. The covers I use are for picnic benches, but I feel like they look really cool and kind of fit in with the rest of the vibe of the enclosure. And then yeah, it does suit quite well. And I put a is it a guest talking section? I can't remember what it's called, but a bit where they can do animal talks right behind it. So you get a large crowd just appear up outside this enclosure, and makes it definitely come to life and look very interesting. And yeah, anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this and it's given you a little inspiration with your builds. I probably might add this to workshop. I don't know if I have yet or not, so it'll either be out now, or if someone mentions that they want it in the workshop, then I'll probably place it in there. But yeah, till next time, I'll see you later.